The sun hung low over the white savanna, casting golden light across the watering hole. The air was still broken only by the distant calls of birds and the buzzing of insects. In the shallow, muddy bank, a young crocodile lay motionless. He was barely a year old, small for his kind, and too weak to hunt. His tail bore a fresh wound, likely from a fight with an older male, and he hadn't eaten in days. A sudden rustling in the grass caught his attention. The crocodile's yellow eyes narrowed. At first, he expected prey, maybe a hare or a bird, but instead, stumbling through the grass, came a tiny lion cub. Its fur was dusty and tangled, its steps clumsy. The cub's ears twitched as it let out a pitiful cry, more lost than afraid. It must have strayed from its pride. The crocodile blinked, confused. Normally, he would have seen the cub as easy prey, but instead of hunger, something else stirred in him, curiosity. The cub came closer, sniffing the ground. Then, its paw slipped on the muddy bank and it tumbled forward into the shallow water with a splash. The little crocodile lunged not to bite, but to nudge the cub back toward the shore. The cub flailed, tiny claws scraping at the mud. The croc used his snout to push it up, grunting softly. When the cub reached dry ground, it just lay there, shivering. The crocodile stayed nearby, keeping watch. Night fell over the savanna, and the temperature dropped quickly. The cub whimpered, curling into a ball. The crocodile crept out of the water and lay next to it, his thick, cold body pressed close. Slowly, the cub stopped crying and fell asleep. By morning, the crocodile knew the cub wouldn't survive alone. He nudged it gently with his snout, coaxing it toward the watering hole. Each day after that, he shared his hiding place under the reeds, watching for danger. When storks landed nearby, he lunged and caught fish not for himself, but leaving them on the bank for the cub. The little lion learned to eat from the river's edge, never venturing too far. One afternoon, a distant roar echoed across the savanna. The cub's ears perked up. The crocodile froze, sensing movement. Out of the tall grass emerged a lioness, her golden coat shining in the sun, her eyes scanning the bank desperately. When she spotted the cub, she let out a powerful call. The cub bounded toward her, mewling with excitement. The crocodile stayed where he was, half hidden in the mud, watching silently. The lioness sniffed her cub all over, then turned her gaze to the crocodile. For a long moment, predator and predator stared at one another. The crocodile did not move. Then, in an almost unthinkable gesture, the lioness dipped her head slightly, as if in gratitude. She took the cub gently by the scruff and disappeared into the grass. The crocodile stayed by the watering hole long after they were gone. The bank felt strangely empty now, but he knew he had done something rare, something that would never be seen again. Weeks later, a pride of lions appeared near the same watering hole. The cub, now stronger, trotted proudly at his mother's side. When he spotted the crocodile, he ran to the edge and let out a tiny roar, a cub's greeting. The crocodile lifted his head slightly, eyes half-lidded, and slid back into the water. And so, an unlikely friendship ended, where it began by the water's edge. The cub had returned to his world, and the crocodile to his. But on quiet evenings, when the savanna was bathed in gold, the young crocodile would still linger near the shore, waiting, just in case the little lion came back to visit. Because sometimes, even in the wild, the fiercest hearts choose compassion over hunger, and that is what makes miracles happen.